Welcome aboard, passengers! The Fluffy Shuttle Express is about to depart! Next stop, Planarcadia Exhibition Area!
Astral Express? Just another IPC lapdog.
For Planarcadia! Let's go, Daybreak Squadron!
And you'd get blasted straight into a comic book. Who knows? Maybe you'll be reborn as some superhero or something?
That's what I call true happiness!
It's hard to believe they recreated the scene where the Express crashes into the Great Septimus.
All the previous exhibitions were so hilarious, but they really nailed the Great Septimus part. What's that supposed to mean? You taking a jab at me? So where's the person Pearl sent?
Huh? Who's calling?
Yoo-hoo! How you doing, gray hair? I heard about your big fight with the superheroes, and since I actually respect you as a rival, I thought I'd give you a heads up. You might think you scored a massive win in the Phantom Moon game, but most people probably don't see it that way. Anyway, the news is on right now. Why don't you go check it out?
Just moments ago, an extremely violent incident broke out at the ongoing Star Railfest exhibition venue. The Astral Express supplicant Trailblazer brazenly launched a brutal attack on the beloved local heroes, the Daybreak Squadron. The scene descended into total chaos!
Oh my! This is terrifying! Didn't this nameless just defeat Sparksy and save Graphia Academy? Was that victory still not enough? Could she, like the defeated Sparksy, now be a threat to everyone's safety?
How chilling! In the video footage from the scene, the Trailblazer claimed her act was to demonstrate the so-called trailblazing spirit of the Astral Express to this world.
You don't stand a chance against me.
Is this what she calls the Trailblaze? Using brute force and violence to strike down the guardians of this Arcadia and trample over our own heroes? Was it a sudden violent outburst? Or was this the moment her true heartless nature finally came to light?
Foolish TV will continue to follow this shocking incident. Stay tuned and don't go away!
Over the internet now. Some say you're a violent maniac. Others think you're behind the bloodbath in Dovebrook, that you're the second herald of death. Oopsie. How are you feeling right about now, Of course, someone's definitely pulling strings behind the scenes and stirring up drama. As a top streamer in this field, Sparksicle can spot these tricks from a mile away. Alright. Didn't you also do a TV news interview? It's not about what you said, it's that you said it. Here, let me send you the interview video. I won't go any further. But since you managed to defeat Miss Sparkle... No, I mean Miss Sparksy, I don't want to see you embarrass yourself in front of those clowns. Good luck. See you around!
Hi! Trailblazer. Sorry to bother you. We're with Full Wish TV. It's our lucky day running into you here. Do you have a moment?
Keep it brief. I've got plans later.
First question. Seeing as Planarcadia was the starting point of the Express's new voyage, how would you describe your impressions of this place?
Planarcadia. Everyone's chasing the latest trends, looking for fun.
Interesting! Throughout the history of the Phantasmoon games, it's been extremely rare to have such a renowned cosmic figure as yourself participating. As the Astral Express's supplicant, what kind of changes do you hope to bring to this world in these games?
Show everyone the strength of the Trailblaze to change this world.
That's an impressive answer. Speaking of which, after joining the games, you immediately went to defeat Miss Sparksy, who represented the Masked Fools. What are your thoughts on potentially facing native supplicants in the future?
The other native supplicants, way too dangerous. I'd rather defeat them through violence.
Speaking of local supplicants, we've noticed that Star Rail Fest is Perlux Corp's way of rolling out the red carpet for the Express. There are rumors that the IPC is also sponsoring the Express. So, I have to ask, are you representing the Express or the IPC in these games?
At the end of the day, this is a festival for the IPC's interests. Madame Pearl and Perlux extended such a warm invitation. I'm not one of the guests. I'm the master of this place.
Wait, what? This is totally a malicious edit to frame her! How shameless.
Over these 15 years, the nature of competition in the Phantasmoon games has evolved. The Daybreak Squadron's taunts were just smoke and mirrors. The real game is being played in the shadows, where our opponents have mastered the art of weaponizing public opinion. Come to think of it, it's only natural. After all, the true stars of the games were never the supplicants on stage, but rather the audience, whose gazes they command.
Indeed. The audience is all fired up, waiting to see you work your magic, kid. But you know what? I bet what they really want to see, deep down, is the Daybreak Squadron taking the Astral Express down a peg or two. Oh, well, if it isn't the folks from the Astral Express. Fancy meeting you again.
This storm online is several times more intense than the day you stopped SparksyCon.
Miss Kuchiba, you've seen all this fake news too, right?
Sorry, got a bit held up on the way. Since I entered the exhibition area, at least 7 folks stopped me asking for the autograph of this guy called Welt. So, who is this Welt?
Pearl assigned us to investigate the Sinwish Syndicate massacre. But every suspicious thread we followed led us from the Research Society of Happy Smiles straight to the Daybreak Squadron.
And then there's the one pulling the strings behind the scenes. Fullwish.
Fullwish?
Oh, you know that name. Now this is getting interesting.
She was my junior at school. 15 years ago. She was also the only student who survived at Graphia Academy.
The good news is, your junior is living better than anyone else. She owns TV stations, charity organizations, has a huge business empire, and wields both wealth and power. Oh, as for the bad news, she's probably plotting something for the Phantom Moon Games. And I mean the worst kind of something. My gut tells me that the Sinwish Syndicate massacre, well, and that's probably on her tab too.
Madame Pearl sent Mr. Ashvale to ensure everyone's safety. Of course, I understand that with the Nameless's skills, there's no real need for extra protection. But Madame Pearl didn't want to take any chances.
Long story short, feel free to use me as muscle. No need to be shy about it.
So, are we still heading to the top of Pom Pom Tower?
We should keep moving forward. If my guess is right, the Daybreak Squadron will launch their second attack there.
Forget about any fantasies of fairness and harmony. From this moment on, the Phantom Moon Games could follow in the footsteps of what happened 15 years ago. Once this battle turns bloody, fear will seep through the screen and become some supplicant's wish power. See, that's the problem with modern society. Good news stays home, while bad news spreads like wildfire.
Daybreak Squadron. I thought they were fans of the Express too, but in the blink of an eye, we somehow became enemies.
They might not be the real enemy here. Someone could be pulling their strings from the shadows. If possible, I'd rather persuade them to back down, since once a battle starts, it'll be like pouring fuel into a fire, stoking the audience's bloodlust. A Phantom Moon game like that would only descend into madness. And I certainly do not want to see what happened 15 years ago repeat itself on these lands.
Ooh, I know about this exhibition area, thanks to the comic Miss March gave me.
Wouldn't have pegged you for a comic book reader.
I flipped through it on my way to pay respects to Costide. Even though that volume's story was pretty random and all over the place, it was quite interesting. A group of furry animals took over the Soul Glad soda factory to wake up the other animals in Penacony. Using Soul Glad as fuel for the Express. Talk about forced product placement.
Time to get to work, Detective.
To move forward, we'll need to fuel up the Shuttle Express first.
Quick, stay back! It'd be terrible if you got caught in the crossfire. Astral Express! We've been waiting for you for quite a while. The Astral Express. Just as I thought you weren't going to show up. Oh, you brought help? And it's an old friend. Been a while, old man.
People who have lived in Dovebrook share a special connection. Since you're treating me as an old friend, I don't want to act like some high and mighty adult telling you what you should and shouldn't do. I'll only tell you this. What you're doing right now has already crossed a dangerous line. Whatever orders Full Wish gave you, there's still time to turn back if you stop now. Wilhelm, Tiana, Lucius. And you, Magnus. After my heartfelt warning, do you still insist on taking Full Wish's side?
They're my partners.
Listen up, old man. Supplicant's challenges during the Phantasmoon Games have no restrictions. That means you have no right to stop us.
Like the Herald of Death.
Oh. We're not the Herald of Death. And we're definitely not here for bloodshed this time.
We will prove to the people that we are true heroes who can protect their happiness!
The Astral Express. These visitors from beyond the sky claim they saved the cosmos from a Lord Ravager. But who knows what the truth really is? This so-called saving the cosmos might just be another scheme of the IPC. Just like us back then. Putting on a show on TV, desperately trying to comfort the kids in front of the screen. Tell those children. Tell my past self that when the Herald of Death comes, there will be heroes who put themselves between everyone else and a threat.
Captain.
But where were the nameless of the Astral Express when we children needed protection 15 years ago? Gray, don't be fooled by these flashy, cosmic heroes. The Astral Express doesn't care about our happiness at all. They come and go like all tourists. No, they're even more heartless than tourists. Because they're here to trample on the elation ceremony and steal the Arcadian people's attention! They replaced our fantasies of heroes with their own image, all to satisfy their vanity called the Trailblazing Spirit. Tell me, have you ever, even for a moment, felt what it's like to tremble on blood-soaked ground at dusk?
It's not the Astral Express you hate. You're just hating yourself. That powerless child who couldn't protect everyone. But I want to tell you, being powerless was never your fault.
The Astral Express is the GOAT! The Astral Express is #1 in the universe!
Quit yapping! Tear them to shreds! Beat them to a pulp! I want a bloodbath!
Daybreak Squadron! Beat these alien punks to the ground!
Shut up! All of you, shut up! As a kid, it wasn't my fault that I was powerless. But we, the orphans of the blood-stained games, won't remain that way forever. We've undergone the happiness surgery transformation. We've overcome our weak former selves and become Daybreak Warriors! We've grown stronger. Strange. Even though our suffering was erased, why was I so scared just now? And why were there tears?
Brother, that's only because this pain has been here all along. It's time to overcome it. It's time to use the power of happiness to defeat it once and for all.
Well said. And let's finish what needs to be done. Let's reclaim from these outsiders the image of heroes that the people of Ahatopia hold dear.
What about you, Magnus?
Sorry, Mr. Ashvale, but a hero never betrays his companions. We are the Daybreak Squadron, 4 warriors of one heart, united to protect the world. I won't let down my companions, or those who believe in us.
We are the true heroes. Look at the statue of the conductor. It's just an empty shell. Even Perlux Corp, with countless resources at their disposal, can't breathe life into it. But we can. Let me prove it to you.
Stop them! Don't let them drag the Astral Express's name through the mud!
I shall provide the wish power to awaken it.
I shall become its skeleton and allow it to stand!
I shall turn into the fuel that drives it forward!
I shall become the core that makes the engine sing the song of eternal joy!
Happy! So happy!
The Express is about to warp happily! Clean up
It's really moving! This is the power bestowed upon us by Aha!
I will stop you at all costs. I won't let you trash the conductor's image like this!
Mountains roll, Kraken, rise! Step up, let's see ya! Nice, like a good brew. Full, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Cleaning begins! Evil leave at once! Rotate ink painting! Sweep away pain together!
Earth shatters, heaven trembles!
Viewers, I've kept you waiting! Come to the end of the world!
Dragons, obey this order. Soaring above the lands, this is permanent!
Cosmic ninjutsu is ever-changing. Ninjutsu secret technique, dazzling obliteration! Leave! Deep cleaning mode activated!
I'll endure.
Do not disturb!
We have the edge. Earth shatters, heaven trembles!
Sweep away pain together!
The compass.
Useless.
Slice like a good brew, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Cleaning begin! Game time! Leave a like. Showing! Stand up! Dazzling Ninja reporting for the... Please! Insufficient cleaning power!
Mountains move, Kraken charge! Dragons, obey this soaring above the lands. This is permanent!
Deep cleaning mode activated!
In the mood for another beating?
Dear viewers, I've kept you waiting. Cut the end of the world! Cosmic ninjutsu is epic jutsu secret technique dazzling obliteration!
Slice like a good brew, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Do not disturb! That's all the spite you got? Showing it! Stand up! Sweep away pain together! Feel us this! Cleaning begin!
Confidence.
Reporting for duty!
Did you hear that? Aha is beckoning us! We don't have to be afraid anymore! Let smile spray! Let laughter be eternal!
You guys are seriously nuts.
Insufficient cleaning power! Battle? Deep cleaning mode activated!
Confidence.
Dragons, obey this order. Soaring above the lands. This is permanent!
Slice like a good brew, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Earth shatters, heaven trembles!
Dear viewers, I've kept you part of the end of the world! Only but once! Please! Sweep away pain together! Congrats to you! Feel it then! Cleaning begin! Cosmic ninjutsu is epic jutsu secret technique dazzling obliteration! Do not disturb! Game's on. What do you like? Show me. Stand up.
My strength isn't what it was. Mountains move. Dragon, rise!
Insufficient cleaning power. Clean.
Express is nothing but the IPC's lapdog! No worries. We've already dealt with it. Won't mind handling a few more.
What did you say?
Sweep away pain together.
Nice like a good brew. Full, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
That's all the spark you got for battle?
Earth shatters, heaven trembles!
Feel us there! Do not disturb! Cleaning begins!
Confidence.
This place is dirty! Dear viewers, I've kept you talking to the end of the world! Cosmic ninjutsu is ninjutsu secret technique, dazzling obliteration! Won't stop working! Clean!
Oven bread.
Won't stop working! Won't stop working!
My purpose is to protect. Mountains move. Dragon, rise!
Game's on!
Dragons,
Right.
obey this order. Soaring above the lands. This is permanent!
Show me! Stand up! We promise to protect the Arcadia! Filth! Pain! So much! Eliminate pain! Everyone smile! Super powerful cleaning!
Nice like a good brew, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Damn it! Dazzling Ninja reporting back. Please! Sweep away pain together! Oh, did you miss me? Targeted cleaning mode! Cleaning begins!
Do not let them touch!
How's this taste?
Useless! Do not disturb! Insufficient cleaning power! Clean! Cosmic ninjutsu is ever changing. Ninjutsu secret technique, dazzling obliteration! Clean!
Dragons, obey this order. Soaring above the lands, this is permanent!
Damn it!
Mountains move, dragon, rise!
Sweep away pain together!
Nice, like a good my friends. Indulge yourselves! It ain't over.
Damn it! Evil even one! Clean! Damn it! Insufficient cleaning power! Deep cleaning mode activated! This place is
In the mood for another beating?
Surely that did the trick this time! Reboot! Self-repair! Must bring happiness! With everyone, we'll be happy!
I offer my blood to consume this vendetta. I offer my heart to shoot down this injustice. I, lead Hunter Lamancha, call upon you in the name of the Star Hunt Oath. Sky, gaze upon this broken, wicked wolf, and steer my heart toward victory!
Now we're arriving at Terminal Station, land of sneering gods. Well, back into the gods' embrace!
Quiet now. It's time for bed.
Are we still alive?
I remember the out-of-control express taking us down and through an abandoned tunnel. Theoretically speaking, this should be a station deep underground.
But what's with all these ruined buildings? And that weird space in the distance? Is this really an underground station? A place this big exists beneath Planarcadia?
Perhaps we're no longer in reality. We may have landed somewhere within the world in canvas for unknown reasons.
Then, can we still make it back?
We need to find everyone and get out of here as soon as possible.
Where's Mr. Ashvale and the others?
we've been reborn. See? I knew we weren't like those Sinwish Syndicate trash.
You're right, Red. We're heroes. We are justice. We are the undying happiness!
If you are justice, then forgive me for playing the necessary evil.
Everyone, please! This has to stop! If this goes on, you'll all...
Just smile. Embrace the everlasting bliss and true happiness.
I beg you, please, listen to me. It's not too late. We can still go back to the Department of Aberration Defense with Miss Kuchiba and explain everything.
It's no use. They are just creatures that can only react to joy now.
All shall be blessed with happiness. All shall live forever. So smile and laugh, and let our laughter infect all of Planarcadia.
My senior, Mr. Ashvale, I'm begging you, please tell them that it's not too late.
Move aside, Magnus.
Please, just give me another minute. You know they're good people.
It's best if you just move aside.
A true hero never abandons his friends.
If I try to kill them now, will you stop me? Or will you turn a blind eye? I get where you're coming from, but they've made their choices and so have I. After all, are they really better off like this? A tribute of life unto death, and the debt paid in blood. The Sinwish Syndicate, a gang that once ruled the streets of Daybreak. They sparked massive turf wars that left many with grievous injuries and racked up charges for robbery, extortion, and a whole laundry list of other crimes. Pullwave and Cost died. They were far from saints. Any good deeds they did in their lifetimes were just like a few pretty soap bubbles floating up from a stagnant pool of filth.
That's why we brought them down. They and this whole world have now become happier.
Yes, they may have had sins to atone for, but that doesn't justify your murdering them as if they were just toys.
Thank you for your aid. I am the Blaze Weaver Warrior, Captain of the Daybreak Squadron! May I... Hey, where are you going?
Play? We're not playing. Everyone's just laughing along happily. Mr. Detective, do you know about the Galaxy Rangers? I heard they are a group of righteous heroes roaming the universe. In that sense, are we the city's Rangers?
Ah! Mr. Ashville! Could you do us a favor?
This familiar scent. I see.
What have you done?
Remember what happened today, Magnus. You may seek revenge anytime. I won't stop you.
And so concludes the new Herald of Death case. But without evidence or testimony, how am I going to write the closing statement for this report? No one but Ashvale will ever know. But I choose to believe him. His shadow only bears its fangs at those drenched in sin. I don't know how he came upon such power, but it did help the Department of Aberration Defense crack several hard cases.
What have we done?
Glad to see that you're all made of tough stuff. I was just fretting over failing my chaperone duties.
La Mancha, leader of the Galaxy Rangers. I've heard about you, but only in legends past.
Then you're well informed, Nameless. I'd expected the name to be long forgotten by now. So much for turning over a new leaf. It's a power for grown-ups only. It's best that you don't ask about it, seek it, or get involved with it unless you're forced to. Like I was. And just so we're clear, I want you all to forget the name you just heard. Right here and now, in this world called Planarcadia, I am just Detective Ashvale. Instead of obsessing over my identity, or pitying the 3 dead criminals, I advise you to work on a way out of this place first. I've long heard rumors about unsavory things hidden deep beneath the Arcadia. It's strange how the people here can sleep so soundly.
The train broadcast called this place the Land of Sneering Gods. I don't think I've ever seen this station on a map.
Are we going to be trapped here forever?
Mr. Ashvale, despite being at such a bizarre location, you've been oddly confident and unconcerned over your safety since the very beginning. Do you truly know nothing about this place?
I'm afraid that's classified information. Besides, well, I'm simply doing what any professional private investigator would do. Trust my employer. It's time to show us the trinket Pearl gave you, kid. Oh, come on. Didn't Pearl give you a chip? We're in good hands, as long as she can track your location with that thing.
A tracking device. Again.
Akavilli. Come this way. Come slowly. Yes. At the end of this path, come. I beckon you.
There's someone calling for me from someplace deeper. Do you hear that?
Come to me.
Where did everyone go? There's someone calling for me from someplace deeper.
Over here. Keep going forward. Come here. This way, Hockey Lily. Come, embrace this wondrous world. Come to my side. You want to go further, deeper, become one with me. The joy, the positive feedback, sweeps the numb flickers on your cortex. Gentle, wonderful. Listen, it's breathing, slumbering, whimpering, and grinning. This primordial joy. Life, in exchange for a boarding pass on the express toward the end. Become one with me. Become a part of me. Become mine.
Let's go deeper. I want to go over there.
Come. Just like that. Step forward.
That's far enough, kid. My golden principle while working on cases in this world is to keep my curiosity in check and not get involved with matters beyond the case itself, especially things that already look considerably dangerous. However, the thing that slumbers in the deep here does look awfully familiar.
We meet again, everyone. Fortunately, her lucky chip helped me locate you. Please accept my sincerest apologies for not intervening in time and putting all of you in danger.
Actually, she put one in my pocket too, but I auctioned it online as a souvenir. Thank goodness you kept yours. Otherwise, we'd be done for.
Madame Pearl, where exactly were we just now?
The place where you fell is called the Torn Scroll. It is a space that peeled from the scroll painting during Planarcadia's return to reality. These splintered spaces continuously rip at both reality and the world in canvas. The Department of Aberration Defense originally thought this kind of phenomenon had stabilized, but based on observation, during your encounter with the Daybreak Squadron, there was a sudden spike of disturbances from the Torn Scroll. Unfortunately, the cause, unclear. Therefore, I had to use the power of the Cornerstone to analyze the space, then mend the fissure with imagenesis in order to bring you out. The Department of Aberration Defense has initiated emergency protocols to reassure the public and handle the aftermath. However, I wasn't able to directly observe your situation after you'd fallen into the Torn Scroll. Would you be so kind as to share what happened there?
We can close the new Herald of Death case. My shadow has devoured the guilty three and tasted their sins. They were responsible for the Sinwish Syndicate massacre. Of that, I'm certain.
Was Full Wish the mastermind?
I couldn't find any solid proof of it, but it hardly matters now that the culprits have been executed.
Worry not. Based on the intel provided by you and Miss Kuchiba, I have deduced the following. As a survivor of the tragedy of the Blood-Stained Games, Full Wish founded the Research Society of Happy Smiles, charity organization. The organization has since been providing an unapproved medical treatment named happiness surgery to its members, which neutralizes their physiological capacity to feel pain. The procedure drew many more followers as a result. And the Daybreak Squadron, members of the Smile Society, imitated the Herald of Death's modus operandi for their crimes, and challenged the Astral Express during the exhibition. From the aforementioned facts, the predicted probability of Full Wish being the mastermind is 92%.
If I may, Madame Pearl. Management in Planarcadia should be dictated by the chain of evidence rather than extrapolated probability.
I understand. I will observe the human laws and customs. In any case, we have achieved our goal through Star Rail Fest, luring the supplicant with ill intent out of hiding.
Since Full Wish is exposed now, and we've defeated her supplicant, shouldn't we hurry and arrest her as soon as possible?
I'm afraid it's not that simple. We've defeated Full Wish's supplicant, yes. However, all three Daybreak warriors were supplicants.
That can't be. The supplicant should be the only one who wore the mask and participated in the games with the Phantom Moon's blessing.
Those devoured by my shadow can no longer lie nor deceive. All three of them had worn the mask before.
If they were all supplicants, that means it's still possible for Full Wish to intervene in the games.
And what's even more terrifying is, when the shadow devoured them, I caught a taste of something familiar. It was the taste of abundance that I'd once devoured as a Galaxy Ranger.
What?
Yes. I didn't think this world would go that far. But I was wrong. Living in seclusion dulls one's senses. I should have realized it earlier. Darn it.
There is no point in beating yourself up over it. Therefore, the conclusion must be corrected. The Research Society's happiness surgery is a medical technology related to the abundance, and not simply about relieving pain. Assessing the risk involved in this procedure. Unable to extrapolate.
General Yao Guang told us that she foresaw a great calamity upon Planarcadia. According to her divinations, Blade, the Stellaron hunter, could be its catalyst.
So that's why she asked me for the authority to extradite Blade. Regardless, none of us had anticipated this. Planarcadia's calamity had already taken root, long before the arrival of the Stellaron hunter. In the name of the IPC, the law, or a challenge to a supplicant. These options imply 3 different strategies. Regardless of the approach, the respective timing and investment must be considered. Thank you for your surprise intel, Mr. Ashvale. You have just saved many more lives. Henceforth, the Department of Aberration Defense will place Full Wish and the members of the Research Society of Happy Smiles on a special watch list. Given Full Wish's control over media outlets, I recommend closer monitoring of her dissemination channels.
Understood. We will also implement pre-disaster measures at the calamity level standard per the safety response protocol against aberrant threats.
Full Wish is not working alone. For normal people to be able to get an abundance transformation, that implies far more sinister supporters behind the scenes. These are enemies not to be easily contended with. Therefore, as the administrator, I beseech you all, please, lend your aid and help Planarcadia through this crisis. This has escalated beyond mere rivalry for the Ionic game. Full Wish's conspiracy has crossed the line. This situation's 100 times more dire than the Herald of Death incident 15 years ago.
Please, Madam Pearl. This is my homeworld, and I won't allow the tragedy to repeat itself. Besides, there may be an even greater conspiracy behind all this. As a Nameless, it is my duty to see it through to the end.
Indeed, there are old scars and fresh wounds to settle. For the way she toys with life, and the taste of that flesh, Full Wish must be held accountable once and for all.
You have my eternal gratitude. I won't forget this bond from our shared trials. Now then, I shall prepare an action plan, as well as share relevant information with General Yao Guang. The seed of abundance planted by Full Wish must be uprooted and eradicated as soon as possible.
Full Wish's partner. Perhaps someone far more dangerous has already set their sights on this round of the Phantasmoon games.
Oh no. They are definitely up to no good.
So it's true. The captain and the rest really did kill all those people from the Sinwish Syndicate. And this Full Wish is also plotting something terrible. This is absurd. It's been 15 years since my life turned into a montage of nightmarish amalgams. And it's still going. Thank you. Mr. Ashvale is right. This is not the same as playing the hero on a stage. In the end, I'm just an actor.
Oh, leaving now. We're counting on you, hero of the Express. Because it's just another Phantasmoon Games for me. Check the records in the Ministry, and you'll see. Save the mythological times, they always end up in a huge mess, without fail. Maybe that's precisely why Aha designed it this way, so they can watch humanity stumble over arbitrary obstacles we impose on ourselves and others. Otherwise, they'd probably die from the boredom of an orderly universe. Maybe interrogate him for a few days. Get a strong light, render him unable to eat or sleep well, and he will probably spill everything he knows about the Smile Society. And once we've picked his brain, we'll let him go. It's almost time. I should get back to work too.
Terribly sorry, Nameless. It was your exhibition and your enemies. And there I was, stealing your spotlight. Curious. I wonder how much wish power my appearance this time accumulates for the mask. Oh, don't be like that. You can tell them that I'm Welt. We already look similar enough. Who knows? Maybe that'll redirect some wish power toward your account instead? We fought side by side in the past, and well, I know a few faces. But, as they say, the honeymoon phase never lasts. I heard some of theirs were still looking for me before I went into my last cryosleep. I'm counting on you to keep this a secret. Some people want the head on my shoulders, while others want the shadow in my arm. I'm old, and I just want some peace and quiet. That's all there is to it. What? Itching to get rid of me already? Well, you're not that hasty, are you? An even greater prey just joined the game. Sure, she could be small fry by your standards, but in terms of viciousness, she might surprise you yet. Before the supplicants go their separate ways, Full Wish is definitely a good hunting target for us to align our goals. Such confidence. Can't help but smile at that. And for some reason, you really remind me of a young man named Tiernan. You nameless bunch just love jumping headfirst into fire pits, don't you? Well, given your skills, would you be interested in joining the Galaxy Rangers? If you're still alive by the time the Phantasmoon Games conclude? Good answer. I apologize for my presumptuousness. After all, becoming a ranger comes with loss, suffering, and vengeance. In that case, I will take back my words. Young Nameless, may you never have to tread the path of a ranger.